The empty lane is part of a tribute. We've just had a moment of silence for Eric Medlin. It is where he and his car would have been had it not been for the tragedy immediately after the Gainesville race. And there is Gary Scelzis' car with what you will see on many cars this weekend. Godspeed, Eric Medlin. Scelzis, who did not qualify for this race last year, in defense of his championship, but in '99, Mike Dunn, he set a track record here with a 4:48.
That's right, Paul. He ran that 4:48 in top fuel, and still, that particular run, that record's held since 1999, and that particular run's the only run in any vehicle, fuel funded car, drags, or whatever, obviously drags being quicker, that's under 3 seconds to the 8th mile. He went 2:99. The car actually expired its engine, you know, I mean, basically burned up before the finish line, slowed down, still went that 4:48. It was a fantastic run at the time.
And while that left lane remains empty, we look at the career numbers for Eric.
Not a bad career, even though it was way too short. 8 #1 qualifiers, 9 finals, 6 wins and 9 finals is a great final round record. That's always a measure of a driver, how many wins you win when you get the final round, and obviously 60+% winning percentage of the final meant that he could handle the race car.
It makes you wonder what he might have been able to do. But as many of the racers said, we go on, we race, in fact, in Eric Medlin's name. And so here is Gary Scelzis bringing his funny car to the line in the first session of qualifying. Well, at 492, 302 miles an hour, will put him in 4th place now as we continue to develop the funny car field. You know, I was thinking, Mike Dunn, if anybody could handle this, it would be Gary Scelzis, but what it must have been like, I didn't want to mention it before the run, to sit there with that empty lane alongside.
Well, you know, Gary Scelzis climbed back in a race car after a number of incidents in his career, but I know Gary Scelzis pretty well, and I bet this was as hard as anything that he's ever done. The fact that, you know, he was so, you know, he knew Eric, obviously a tough competitor, good friend. You know, I'm sure, you know, Gary Scelzis wanted to do him proud. He wanted to get the car down the racetrack, and he did. I mean, it went down the racetrack, made a good run, and you know, right now I think Gary's probably glad he's got that one over with.
Well, Gary Scelzis comes out, and obviously emotions are so heavy on this day. How difficult was that with that empty lane next to you, Gary?
Well, not as bad as the video they showed right before we ran. You know, it's different because, you know, Eric was one of us, and we know that, you know, he'd want us to be racing right now. So that's what we're doing, because that's what we do. And Eric, we miss you. I'm really mad at you for making me get like this, but we'll be all right. We'll get through it. And as a family and as a bunch of racers, we'll all get stronger. And we're going to do what he wanted us to do, because I know he wanted us to do this. Thanks, Gary.
Thank you so much.